Assalamualaikum. My name is Fatma Zamir and I am the student of BCS program Comsearch University WAC campus. My registration number is FA20 BCS 157. The video is about my project of Pakistan studies and my topic is Sufism in Pakistan. I will start from the definition of Sufism. Sufism is basically the mystical system of Sufis. It is called as the Tasawwuf in Arabic and Islamic mysticism and ascetic form of Islam in Western language. Now I'll shortly discuss the meaning of Sufism and I'll talk about who are Sufis and then I'll go toward the main topic of my video assignment. Sufism is basically the mystical Islamic belief and it is the practice in which Muslims seek to find the truth of divine love and knowledge through direct personal experience of God. Sufis do not have any worldly desires and materialistic approach, so Sufism is the spiritual pathway towards Allah and it shuns materialism. The practitioners of Sufism are called Sufis. The word Sufi has three different derivations, which are as follows. The word Sufi is derived from Saf, which means wool, and wool is referred to the woolen dress of Sufi saints. Safa means purity, as Sufis are purified of worldly passions. Saf means rank, and Sufi is in the first rank in spiritual communion with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now I'll head towards the main topic. Sufism in Pakistan. Sufism is a mystical Islamic tradition and it has a long history and a large popular following in Pakistan. Islam penetrated in the subcontinent by the ethical and spiritual values of Sufi saints. Their humanistic position and piety won over the hearts of lakhs of people. Sufis made selfless efforts and struggle for the spread of Islam. So we can say that Sufism has a main role in the spread of Islam in the subcontinent. There are four main orders of Sufis which are also known as Silsilas: Chishti order, Naqshbandi order, Qadri order, Razaki and Sohrawardi order. And most of the Sufis in Pakistan relate to these four main Silsilas. There are two levels of Sufism in Pakistan. The first is the populist Sufism of the rural population. Many rural Pakistani Muslims associate with peers and seek their intercession. The second level of Sufism in Pakistan is intellectual Sufism, which is grown among the urban and educated people. Now I'll discuss about the traditions and cultures of Sufis in Pakistan and the influence of Sufism in Pakistan. Popular Sufi culture is centered on the gatherings at shrines and annual festivals which feature Sufi music and dance. Annual festivals are known as Urs. Sufism is very strong in Pakistan and Islam in the subcontinent is influenced by Sufism. Experts say about 60% of Pakistani Muslims regard themselves as Sufi followers. Most of the literature of Pakistan, the poetry and music associated with Pakistan is inspired by Sufism, such as Qawwalis, Sufi Kalams, etc. So we can say that Sufism is very dominant in Pakistan. As we are talking about the Sufism in Pakistan, so I thought why not to discuss the Sufis of Pakistan. There are a lot of prominent Sufi saints in our region Pakistan. And I cannot discuss all of them, but I have gathered some information about Hazrat Baba Bulle Shah, Hazrat Shah Abdul Bhittai and Sahi Shehbaz Qalandar. This is the short biography of Baba Bulle Shah. The real name of Baba Bulle Shah was Sayyid Abdullah Shah Qadri or Sayyid Abdullah Shah Gilani. Baba Bulle Shah was born in 1680 in Ud Sharif and he died in 1757 when he was 77 years old and buried in Kasur. The teacher of Baba Bulle Shah was Inayat Shah Qadri and Baba Bulle Shah was Punjabi Sufi poet. The Kalam of Baba Bulle Shah is very popular. Baba Bulle Shah practiced the Sufi tradition through Punjabi poetry. Baba Bulle Shah wrote a lot of Sufi Kalam and in different forms. These are as follows. are some pictures of the shrine of Baba Shah from different angles. The second most prominent Sufi saint of Pakistan is Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai. He was born in 18 November 1689 in Hala, Sindh. He is considered as the greatest Sindhi Sufi poet, Sufi philosopher and mystic saint. His spouse was Bibi Saida Begum. The death year of Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai was 1752 and he was 63 years old at the time of death. His place of burial is Bhit and that's why he is also called as Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai. Shah Jor Salu. Shah Jor Salu is a poetic commencement of Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai. The devotees of Shah Sahab compiled his poetry during his lifetime and after his death and designated it as Shah Jor Salu. Shah Jor Salu is written in pure Sindhi verses and it shows classical Sufi tradition. There are many editions of Shah Jor Salu are available as different linguistics and scholars edited the Risalu and published it with their own compilations and editions. This is the outside and inside view of the shrine of Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai. Now I'll briefly discuss the biography of Sakhi Shahbaz Qalandar. The real name of Sakhi Shahbaz Qalandar was Sayyid Usman Barwandi and he was the son of Ibrahim Kabiruddin. He was given the title of Lal after his usually red attire and Shahbaz to denote a noble and divine spirit, and he was called as Qalandar as he was a wandering holy man. He was born in 1177 and the place of birth was Maiwand, Afghanistan. He was died in 1274 and he was 96 or 97 years old at the time of death. He was buried in Sevan Sharif and the Madam Mast Qalandar is the kalam which glorifies his teachings. This is the outside and inside view of the shrine of Shahbaz Qalandar. All the content that I have used in my slides is taken from the following websites, and I hope that after watching the video you got to know much about Sufism.